Hi everyone, doing a bit of flying over water today. People get a little bit nervous when they go out over water, possibly with good reason. If you clip a twig on a tree and your props stop and you land on some grass, you can always retrieve your drone. Do the same on an overhanging tree over a river and you're going swimming to try and find it, and the chances are it ain't going to be worth it when you do find it. So you really do need to stay pretty high and well clear of all obstacles when you are flying over water. The other consideration is to not push your battery. You definitely don't want to be going into an emergency auto land. Again, it's one thing landing in the middle of a field, it's another thing landing in the middle of a lake. Wind is another consideration. You're often flying in wide open spaces. Follow the golden rule, always fly out into the wind so that you're flying back with the wind, and that way you're not going to get caught out. And again, go into that emergency landing scenario with the battery dying. And finally, one other big thing that can make a real difference to yourself is the use of polarized filters. Unlike standard ND filters, which can get a little bit technical and are only making a marginal difference to your actual film footage, polarizers have a massive impact because they will cut down the glare and reflection on water enormously. To show you what I mean, I've got two sets of filters that I'll be using today. I've got the Bright Day pack from Freewell, and I've also got the SkyReat filters, both of them for the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 2 Zoom. Both of these are very well made, but they do have one fundamental difference. The Freewell ones have a variable polarizer, which means you can actually adjust the direction of the polarizer, whereas the SkyReat ones have a fixed polarizer, which means they're pretty much set up to just work over water. You can use the variable polarizer if you're shooting sky shots with fluffy white clouds. That will have an effect in the blue sky as well, but the effect there is not so great. Bottom line is, when you are flying over water, you really do want to make use of a polarizing filter, and I'll show you exactly why now. The reason polarized filters make such a difference is that they will cut out most of the light that is reflected off any reflective surface. Without bogging you down in too much physics, basically most light that you see has waves going in every direction, but light waves that come off a reflected surface are all going in the same direction, and in this case it's reflected light that you're cutting out. First of all, you can have a look at how flying over the water looks without any polarized filter. All looks very nice, but you can see all the clouds and the sky, and you can't actually see anything going on below the water. Now take a look with the SkyReat filters. As I said, they're not variable. You can't turn the orientation of them. Going over the water, you can see this time that a lot of the glare and the clouds is completely cut out. The Freewell lenses are variable, which means you have to align them before you start flying. They have a dial that you can turn with a little white mark, and once you've set them up for flying over water, you can pretty much leave them in that orientation. If you're going to be shooting other things at different angles, like up in the sky, then you may need to adjust them accordingly. So there you go guys, just a very quick video today. I wanted to demonstrate exactly what difference a polarized filter will make when you're flying over water. They really do make a huge difference. They'll cut down on all the glare and the reflections, and if you're actually trying to track anything, I don't know, like a whale or a seal or fish, they're an absolute must, because you'll be able to see exactly what's going on beneath the water as opposed to just what's going on above the water being reflected. You get a bit more freedom with the Freewell ones. You can change the orientation of the polarizer. That's going to be more useful if you're trying to take more pictures of skies. It has to be said, they were a little bit fiddlier to fit. I did struggle for a minute in order to clip them in place. That said, the way they've designed the Mavic 2 Pro lens cover, it's a real fiddly thing to get undone and to replace at the best of times. So whatever you do, you're going to struggle a little bit, and you just need a bit of patience. Anyway, hopefully this has been useful for you, and I hope you're still enjoying the summer rolling into autumn. I am. Until next time, have fun and happy flying, guys.